Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of May 4th to the 10th. I'll be using Scribble Prints Co's Her Day Kit. And I did get the extra labels and the full boxes. So I also got the 15mm washi, but I decided to not use it and use Simply Gilded inverted washi. And this was from last year. I thought it would pop more on the spread instead of using the pink one and then putting an overlay on it. So I did use purple overlays and silver foil in this spread. And I added day extenders to Friday and Saturday. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I wanted to use the other two full boxes that I had extra of in the day extender. And you can, later in the spread, I would be changing that one to a day extender. And instead of putting the double box scene on the weekend, I put it in the sidebar. So I had to put down the bougie box for Monday so then I can line everything up. And I also wanted to put 3 full boxes on the sidebar. So for the day extender, I did add another full box on the back side or underneath it. So then I was choosing out my foil headers overlay, so I opted with the sprinkles from Scribble Prints Co, and this is in silver foil. So for the sidebar, I did put down a squared off box and a third squared off box. And since I had a little bit of extra room, I put down a piece of washi and I put a header overlay on the sidebar. So these full box overlays are from my shop, and I had 4 of them, so I just sprinkled it without in the spread. And I did cut up some of the bougie boxes that I had in purple foil and just added a little bit of accents on each of the boxes. So now for Monday, I did have class that day, so I marked it down with the fancy label again. And before that, since it was May 4th, I put down another fancy label with a Baby Yoda sticker from OnceMoreWithLove to mark May the 4th be with you. And the munchkin with the computer learning is from OnceMoreWithLove as well. And it was also payday, so I marked it down for my Etsy payday. And that script is from my shop, but it's no longer available as I just reformatted everything. And I also published a plan with me in my daily petite planner. And I used a 1 ton and million, I forgot that what it's called? But I know it's in I know the name of it in Chinese, so I'm not going to say it though. And then I put down another fancy label to mark down I got a USPS pickup for all the orders, and I ended the night by watching a few TV shows. So I wanted to mark on Tuesday that was Teachers Appreciation Day, so I used a piece of washi. And then it was also Cinco de Mayo, so I used a quarter box, and I did cut off the words from the holiday sheet from OnceMoreWithLove, and I paired it with a Cinco de Mayo script sticker from Scribble Prints Co. And I also was YouTube binging everything, so I put down a fancy label. And I also did want to mark a few more things on Tuesday, so I opted to use one of the full boxes that I had left from the overlays, and I used that to make a extender. And then I was marking down all the TV shows that I watched at the end of the day, and I also got my Simply Gilded subscription box. So instead of using the foil check boxes from my shop, I opted to use the ones in the kit. So now for Wednesday, I did publish a plan with me. And I used a egg tart from 110 in a Million, and I also watched 2 TV shows that day. And then after that, I was doing listings for the icons release that I had. And I originally wanted to put down that computer icon for something else, so I moved that to the fancy label, and I changed that, the one in the half box, to a onesie emoji on the computer because I ordered my Apple computer, or iMac. And then I ended the night by budgeting, and I took a nap. So then for Thursday, I had calls to make to students because I work at the bursar's office. So we had to ensure that the students were doing well and they had everything they need. I also had some assignments to do, so I used a fancy label and layered a homework script from OnceMoreWithLove. And then in the afternoon, I had a USPS pickup, so I marked it down with an appointment label and the emoji holding the packages. And then I used another full box to make a extender. And this is in clear foil, so I didn't really mind that it was kind of layering up the foil, because in the end you can't really notice it unless you really look at it. So I was printing and cutting some icon stickers. So I used a fancy label with a silhouette icon from Fox and Cactus, and I also needed to submit my timesheet. And we ended the night, my family ended the night by having tacos. So for Friday, it was payday, so I used a 3rd squared off box and a emoji throwing money. So it was also Julie's Plan's birthday that day, so I used a half box and a Paper Shire Nana sticker holding a cake to mark that. And Apple was also having a virtual job fair, so my school was also part of it, so I was able to join that. So I used an appointment label. So I used a computer emoji to mark that. So then here I decided to change the full box to make it a day extender because I did have an extra full box. And this one is in purple foil. And this was an oops because you can tell how the top area is not covered in foil, but it didn't matter because I covered it with the full box. And I did forget to mark down what I wanted to do for Thursday when I added that extender. And I did place an Erin Condren order that day. Okay, so now back to Friday. I decided to mark with little things that I ordered coils for my Franken planner, and I got an Amazon package. And I did take a nap that day because I was pretty exhausted. So then I ended the night by watching a few TV shows, and I was watching How to Get Away with Murder, and OMGs. It was the episode before season finale, so by the time you're watching this, it's already over, but yeah. And then I also ended the night planning. And that cloud is from the deco sheet, so I didn't mind that it was so big, but yeah. So I did use washi tape to hold down the day extender so it won't pop up. So for Saturday, the first thing I marked was printing and cutting stickers because I wanted to ensure that I had stock available, but I also wanted to film a new release video. And I requested a USPS pickup that day, so they pretty much woke me up at 7:30 and called me that you need to drop it off in the lobby. So I was like, okay. So after that, I did go to the grocery store, the Chinese markets, because we went earlier because last time we went at around 5 and they were closed. So it ended up they were closing early because of the virus. So I used an icon from the kit, and then I did get a package from Walmart, so I used a little thing. And I finally got my Erin Condren order from launch day, which I was pretty excited about. I also filmed a haul for that order, and I did Franken plan my 2021 planner. So I combined the daily and the hourly together, and I did film that, and by the time you're watching this, it would have been up by now. And I was filming a new release for the icons. And for Sunday, I did publish the new release video. I used a 3rd squared off box to mark down that I walked a mile with my puppy. And I watched 2 TV shows that day because I wasn't able to finish that on Saturday. And I ended the night planning, which means I was filming this plan with me. And it was also Mother's Day, and So I used a Mother's Day script from Scribble Prints Co. And I did want to put that on the top, but I ended up not fitting, so I just kept it where it was. So here I'm just filling out the sidebar. So I had 2 more weeks left of school, and I had so many packages that came, or that's going to come eventually, so I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Until next time, bye!